All right, we're here. We did it. Semifinals. Last time we were in the semifinals, people didn't think we were going to make it out of round one. Now that we're in the semifinals again, people still didn't think we were going to make it out of round one. No, but this is going to be fun. I'm excited to play Scott and Ethan. This is not the first time we played Ethan. Last time we played Ethan, you didn't have to answer a round 3 question. And that was with the current singles champion. So I feel okay about this. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. We studied, we prepped. I'm ready to do this. I have lost to this pairing before, so let's hope that doesn't happen. And as Tom McCarthy and Adam Sandler in their collaboration would say, it's cobble. I mean, it's clobber shit.
We actually make a fan. Let's play.
All right. So these guys here, about a year ago now, they were thrown together, completely random, and they went the whole way to the tournament finals, made it to the title match. They've had almost a year to prep to jail. They're actually both in the same area code right now. There's been some more chemistry building, some team building, and I feel good about this match. How about you guys?
Yeah, the team building he's talking about is Ethan pounding some mimosas at brunch yesterday. That we really came closer together when all of that happened.
It was a bottomless brunch. What am I going to do, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I don't think I've ever played against Koho before, so this will be fun. It's weird because, we've both been around fairly often. But, yeah, this will be a fun match. Semifinals, we love a tournament. We've done really well in tournaments, and I'm hoping that our run continues. That's really all I have to say.
Yeah, same here. Like Koho said, he has beaten me before. I love another shot at him. But we've also made it far enough where I'm happy with how we've done. I want to win, but I'm happy with this performance so far. So just here to have fun.
Good luck, guys.
Let's do it. Best of luck.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Boatman, and today we got a good match for you. Legalese versus Clash at Demonhead. Should be an interesting match in the tournament. Round 3 of the tournament going by fast. So, Payson, how are you feeling about this matchup?
Yeah, this is a really, really exciting match. Legalese doing exactly what they did last year in the tournament, in the mix-up tournament. Clash, once again, they got to the semifinals. I think this is going to be an exciting match.
Okay, so we've brought in our competitors, and it is time for round 1. Round 1's going to work like this: 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get a lead, right? You get a bonus question, 3 reads in a challenge. You guys know what you're doing. You should know this by now. If you don't, what are you doing? So I'm going to give you your first question, which will come in the category of classics. Who plays Prince Faisal, the man who T.E. Lawrence is tasked with retrieving in Lawrence of Arabia? So Payson.
Yes.
Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Old Miss, John Glenn, and other things that may or may not have started the fire. 5.
That was amazing.
3.
You have stepped up your game. Thank you, Boatman.
Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Koho.
Alec Guinness.
And Ethan.
I didn't have it.
And Holtzman.
Alec Guinness.
And Scott.
Yeah, I goofed. I said Omar Sharif.
Omar Sharif in the movie, not Prince Faisal, though. Alec Guinness is the correct answer. So Clash starts off with a 2-point lead. Getting your next question, Payson.
That's your next question will be coming to you in the category of 90s. Which 90s action film starred Keanu Reeves and was the directorial debut of cinematographer Jan de Bont? That is a fun name to say.
It is a fun name to say, isn't it? Did you know that Alec Guinness's name is an anagram for genuine class?
That's awesome.
I only know that because there's a Simpsons episode that makes that joke.
Did you know Imagine Dragons is an anagram for gonad cruncher?
What the fuck?
Pens down, pens down.
I did not hear a count at all.
There was a count.
There was
I
definitely.
couldn't hear it over Payson. I could not hear the count at all because of Payson.
What do we want to do?
I would have used a repeat, but I could not hear the count whatsoever.
Okay, I don't know what we do.
It's on me. It's on me.
I won't talk over the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I could, because I was in the middle of writing.
Also,
at this point, we've had
before,
a repeat. I mean,
also,
yeah,
before,
but how do I know when to use the repeat if I don't know when the count's happening?
Can Kirk cam off backstage because I can see you and I know you're not doing anything? I just feel better if I can't see you. Because I'm on the account.
That's fine. We can't. I don't think we can do that to you. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thanks, Kirk.
Pacing, you're kind of loud sometimes, so maybe don't
Yeah,
do that.
well, that was on me.
That's a rough situation, but I think we have to abide by protocol. All right, so Koho.
Speed.
And Ethan.
Speed.
And Holtzman.
Yeah, I didn't have time to rate it. I have S.
And Scott.
My favorite action movie of all time, Speed.
Speed is correct, 3-2. As we get into your third question, which comes in the category of 2010s. Which 2010 sports film takes place at an event called Le Mans?
2010s. Good decade. Good decade for myself. Good decade.
Mhm. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Ethan.
Ford versus Ferrari.
And Scott.
I believe it was actually called Le Mans 66 internationally. Ford versus Ferrari.
And Koho.
Ford v Ferrari.
And Holtzman.
Yeah, Ford v Ferrari.
What are we going to do?
I think we have to accept what is on the card, so we will be accepting Ford v Ferrari.
Okay.
Can we bring Kirk in?
All right.
Wait, did you write versus, Ethan?
I had VS, which, I mean, the title is Ford versus Ferrari. I just use a different shorthand for the word versus.
I mean, every time I've always heard it out. I've heard it out loud both. So I don't know what the official. I've heard it said both ways. So do you think it's worth a challenge? I mean, is it?
I mean, I don't know.
I think we'd probably lose it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, a little early for it, maybe.
All right.
Okay, so no challenge. So we go to your next question, which comes in the category of animation. Payson, take it away.
Yes, your question. What band do we see die by drowning in a pool of quicksand in the Simpsons movie? You're a fan of The Simpsons, right?
I do enjoy The Simpsons. I just referenced The Simpsons with genuine class.
Oh, that's awesome. Someone who's never seen The Simpsons? I did not know that.
Oh, The Simpsons is a great show for like season 3 to 9, 5. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Ethan.
Green Day.
And Scott.
Green Day.
And Koho.
I said Nickelback.
And Holtzman.
Green Day.
Green Day is correct. So we get into your next question, which comes in the category of fantasy sci-fi. What is the name of the villainous wolf-like creature that is hunting down Atreyu in the never-ending story?
Oh, great theme. Great theme.
Great. It is a great theme.
Yeah. Pacing in this movie, it's a little off when you go back and rewatch it, but that theme is just... It's great.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Scott.
It's obviously Pinhead.
And Ethan.
I said The Shadow.
And Koho.
Wolfington. I have no clue.
And Holtzman.
Is it called the Never Beast?
No, it is Gamork. I don't know how that's spelled.
You got it. You got it.
Gamork. I believe there's a Gamindi also.
Please.
As your next question, which comes in the category of Westerns, and Payson will take it.
Yes, everybody's favorite. Name one of the two actors who played brothers to Wyatt Earp in 1993's Tombstone.
Gamork, Gamindi.
Mork and Mindy would be a very interesting, like, wolf-like spinoff of Mork and Mindy.
You know, Mork and Mindy was a spinoff of Happy Days.
I have heard that, yes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Scott.
Sam Elliott.
And Ethan.
I put Val Kilmer. You know it's wrong.
And Koho.
Sam Elliott.
And Holden.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. None of you said Bill Paxton. You're all disrespectful.
I know exactly what it was.
Yep.
And now we get into your penultimate question, which comes in the category of musicals. In which 70s musical will you hear the songs Acid Queen, Extra, 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 and Pinball Wizard?
I have a feeling. I'm not going to say anything.
I wouldn't, except for the fact that Bill Paxton is awesome.
Oh, yeah, rest in peace. Legend. Frailty.
One. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Holstrom.
Tommy.
And Scott.
That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure played a mean pinball. Tommy.
Hey.
And Ethan.
Tommy.
And Koho.
No, I didn't have it.
Tommy is correct. Tommy, can you hear me? Indeed. In your final question, as there are no perfect rounds.
Yes, your final question will be coming to you in the category of comedy. You will find the main character of Billy Peltzer in what iconic horror comedy? Would you consider yourself a wizard in any arcade game?
I would definitely not consider myself a Pac-Man wizard because Kaleb Koho outscored me in Pac-Man.
Oh, that's so sad.
I am a Pac-Man.
I'll take a repeat.
Okay, that is Legalise's first repeat.
You will find the main character of Billy Peltzer in what iconic horror comedy?
Peltzer is a
I hardly know her.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Koho.
Scream.
And Scott.
An American Werewolf in London?
Holtzman.
I don't even think this is a comedy. Child's Play.
And Ethan.
Scott, thank you for the repeat. Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Let's go, Ethan.
So we are all tied 9-9 as we get into round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each team is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like to spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point. If they get it wrong, other team gets a chance to steal. Categories they will be able to choose from tonight are, not choose from, but spin on tonight are Legalese strengths of Clive Barker and Tom McCarthy screenplays, Clash of Demonhead strengths of Fandom Oscars, and 21st century live action musicals. What that thing is supposed to say, let's just all agree that is what that category is meant to represent, so I don't have to change the wheel. We also have westerns, romance, comedy, and actors and actresses. So we will start with Legalese. Do you want to spin first or first?
Second, right?
Yeah, we're going to go second.
All right. Clash, this is your spin.
Okay.
And your first spin is away, and it lands on Spinner's Choice.
So, do we
This
want to do
is-
what we talked about doing?
What did we talk about doing again?
I think. Do we want to swoop McCarthy?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's swoop
we're
McCarthy.
Yeah.
Let's swoop
Tom
McCarthy.
McCarthy. We will Bancroft bomb it and take McCarthy, please.
Beller Boomerang.
No, that was a different.
Thank you for
thing.
making me watch some movies that I now really like. Anyway.
All right. So, Payson, do you want to give Clash their questions in Tom McCarthy?
Absolutely. Clash, your first question in the category of screenplay by Tom McCarthy. In Christopher Robin, who trips over Christopher's briefcase in an attempt to return what to him?
It's a balloon, I believe.
I think you're right, yeah.
A balloon. Final answer.
Legal ease, a chance for a 2-point steal?
Do we get the question again?
No.
It was Pooh trips over Christopher Robin's briefcase trying to get what for him or trying to return what to him. If you need a full repeat, you can take it.
4, 3,
paperwork. Final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We are looking for his compass.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, your second question in the category of screenplay by Tom McCarthy. In The Visitor, Walter Vale is a professor at what college?
Is Connecticut College. Final
Go
answer.
for it.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What real-life person does Mark Ruffalo play in Spotlight?
I don't remember how to say his last name, but it's Mike Resizz. Whatever the fuck his last name is.
Yeah, multiple choice.
I need multiple choice to say his last name. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Your options. Is it A, Walter Robinson, B, Marty Barron, C, Michael Resendiz, or D, Eric McLeish?
C. Final answer.
That is correct. 2 points.
Thank you for having a hard name, Mike Resendiz.
Yeah, for real.
All right, your fourth question. Who plays Mike's client Leo in Win-Win?
That's Burt Young.
Go for it.
Burt Young. Final answer.
Burt Young is correct for 2
That movie
points.
fucking rocks.
And your final question. In The Cobbler, what food is said to help with the transition from one body to another?
This movie's horrible. It's pickles.
Pickles. Pickles. Final answer.
Pickles is correct. 2 points.
That movie's a solid 2 stars until the last 10 minutes.
Okay, so I have Clash in the lead with 16 to Legalese with 9.
That is what I also have.
So we will go to Legalese's spin. Legalese, your first spin is away. We land on actors and actresses. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
We're gonna keep that.
Want to keep it? Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll keep it.
We're gonna keep it.
Give you your questions in the category of actors and actresses. First question. Who has played the characters of President Merkin Muffley, Chauncey Gardner, and Dr. Fritz Fassbender?
Could I hear those last two again? I feel like I cut
Yeah,
off.
there was a little bit of.
Who has played the characters of President Merkin Muffley, Chauncey Gardner, and Dr. Fritz Fassbender?
The last one sounds kind of familiar, but
Chauncey Gardner counts. Yeah, we need multiple on this.
multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Spencer Tracy, B, Peter O'Toole, C, Peter Sellers, D, Alan Arkin.
Peter Sellers, probably?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Peter Sellers, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. The films being Doctor Strangelove, Being There, and What's New Pussycat? Next question. What was the first movie both Michael Douglas and Martin Sheen appeared in together?
I mean, they were both in Wall Street. Would that be it?
Would that be the first one?
I mean, that's pretty early for Michael Douglas, right?
5.
Do you want to repeat it or
3.
repeat
Wall
the question?
Street, final answer.
Oh, all right.
Wall Street is correct for 2 points.
All right. Well, thank you, Scott.
Who plays the villainous Mr. Chairman in Looney Tunes Back in Action?
Oh, that's Steve Martin, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I thought Robert De Niro, but that's right.
Is there a different? Is he not the same character? I think that's him, right? He's the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah, go for it. I trust you.
Steve Martin, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good job.
Penultimate question. Ernest Borgnine, Jack Warden, and Frank Sinatra have supporting performances in what movie?
Ernest Borgnine.
That's not From Here to Eternity, right?
That's kind of. I wouldn't feel confident enough. We should go
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Multiple choice options are A, Anchors Away, B, From Here to Eternity, C, High Society, D, Guys and Dolls.
Who was the second? Oh, Jack Warden, right?
Fuck.
I think Frank Sinatra's in Anchors Away also.
He's also in Guys and Dolls, I think. Do you want to go Guys and Dolls?
Okay.
Guys and Dolls, final answer?
That is incorrect. Clash for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, Anchors Away, B, From Here to Eternity, C, High Society, D, Guys and Dolls.
My gut was also From Here to Eternity.
Then let's go for it.
From Here to Eternity, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question. Who appears in the films Side Effects, The Phantom, and No Reservations?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Okay.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So, going into round 3, I have Clash in the lead, 17 to Legalese's 16. Is that what you have, Payson?
That is exactly what I have.
Okay, so we will go to round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going, or each team is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. The categories that you'll be able to choose from tonight are animation, 2010s, action adventure, directors, 1990s, scores and soundtracks, romantic comedy, and horror. We're going to let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, we are back, and our teams have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point questions. Legally, pick their 1 in 90s, their 2 in horror, their 3 in directors, and their 4 in 2010s. Whereas Clash has picked their 1 in scores and soundtracks, their 2 in action adventure, their 3 in 2010s, and their 4 in animation. Since Legalese are behind by 1 point, 17 to 16, we will start with Legalese. Pacing, you want to take Legalese 1 point in the category of 90s.
Absolutely. Legalese, your 1-pointer in the category of 90s. Which 90s film opens up with the following quote? As far back as I remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I literally saw this movie yesterday. Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is correct for 1 point.
So we're all tied up. We'll go to Koho for his 1 in scores and soundtracks. Who composed the scores for Apollo 13, Titanic, and Avatar?
James Horner, final answer.
That's correct. For a single reminder, we don't need final answer. Just
blame Thomas Scully for beating it in my brain for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's I won't make that joke. We'll go back over to the Legalese for the 2-pointer in horror for Ethan.
All right, Ethan, your 2-pointer in the category of horror. Which 2007 horror anthology film was directed by Michael Dougherty and features segments called Halloween School Bus Massacre and Sam?
Trick or Treat.
That is correct for 2 points.
So I believe we're back to Clash now for Cameron's 2-pointer in action adventure. What is the full name of the villainous leader of the War Boys in Mad Max Fury Road?
Immortan Joe.
That is correct for 2 points.
Immortan Joe. Sorry, I should have
Fuck
pronounced
that
it.
movie.
Okay, so 20 to 19, we get back over to Legalese for their 3 in directors.
Yes, Legalese, your 3-pointer in the category of directors. What was the last Coen Brothers film that was credited as only being directed by Joel Coen?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's a 3-pointer.
Four.
Let's take a repeat.
Repeat.
All right, repeat. What was the last Coen Brothers film that was credited as only being directed by Joel Coen?
I mean, I know The Big Lebowski was, so it could be that.
I have literally no idea. I mean, if you know that was just them, like we could. I mean, just one of them. We can go with that.
Barton Fink was before that, right? Yeah.
No, repeat.
The Big Lebowski, final answer.
That is incorrect. The correct answer was Intolerable Cruelty.
So we are in a situation where Legalese has to hit their 4 in 2010s. Okay, Legalese for their 4. If they hit it, they stay in the game. If not, Clash does win the match.
All right, Legalese, your 4-pointer. In The Lighthouse, what was Ephraim Winslow's profession before he took up the lighthouse keeper job?
I'm pretty sure he was a lumberjack, Scott, but I'm not
Yeah,
100% positive.
This is you. Yeah.
I want to say lumberjack. Final answer.
For 4 big points.
Good job,
That
Ethan.
movie's not good.
It is amazing.
Okay. So we will go over
Good
to
job, guys.
Clash for their 3-pointer in 2010s. If they hit this, they do tie it up. So Clash for 3-pointer in 2010s. In Ben-Hur, who plays Sheik Ilderim, a wealthy man who trains Ben-Hur to take revenge on his brother.
Is that Morgan Freeman?
I trust you implicitly, sir.
Morgan Freeman, final answer.
That is correct for 3 points and a tie.
I saw the trailer because For King and Country wrote a song for it.
So we're in a situation, if Clash hits their 4 in animation, they win the match. If not, we're going to sudden death.
We still have all 3 of our repeats left, correct?
Yes, you do. Okay, so if Clash hits their 4 in animation, they win the match. If not, we're going to sudden death. So Clash, your 4-pointer in animation. The climax of Akira takes place in what type of location?
I've never seen Akira. I have not
Neither
even
have I.
the smile. Okay, a nightclub, casino, office
My
building, parking
best
garage.
guess is a hospital, but
Let's do it.
repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. The climax of Akira takes place in what type of location?
You think it's a hospital?
Because I know they're trying to get like a psychic kid and stuff. And I
Would that be in a hospital?
It's my best guess. I haven't seen it, and I think we should save repeats for sudden death if we need them.
Sure, okay. We'll say a hospital. Final answer.
We're going to sudden death. The correct answer is a stadium. A stadium.
Okay.
We got to stop doing this, Ethan.
Yep. Ugh.
We'll start with the bonus question because we have that.
Got it.
Ford v Ferrari.
Again.
Green, I feel it. I'm with you.
Okay, so we'll get started with sudden death. Your first question in sudden death. NASCAR films Days of Thunder and Talladega Nights both share what actor? Would you rather have a Talladega night or a Havana night?
Ooh.
5.
I'm going Havana night.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is legally second repeat. NASCAR films Days of Thunder and Talladega Nights both share what actor? I feel like a Havana night would be fun.
Yeah. Nice spot.
Talladega night? Eh.
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
John C. Reilly.
And Scott.
No, I'd put Nicole Kidman.
And Koho.
John C. Reilly.
And Ethan.
I put Ving Rhames.
And your winner, Clash at Demonhead. John C. Reilly was the correct answer. So that was an awesome match. So we're going to go to post-match interviews, starting with legalese. Legalese. Yeah, no, I got that right. Legalese. I thought I put in the wrong people. Legalese. I thought that was an excellent match. You guys played well. Really, yeah. I just kind of came down to sudden death there. But how are you feeling?
What's your favorite sport, Ethan? Because mine's auto racing, definitely, after this match. I just love it so much. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we should have won the match, I'll be honest with you. I understand what the rule is, and that's why we didn't challenge, because I think we would have lost the challenge. But on principle, I think we deserve to win the match for the Ford v Ferrari question. I'm not one to complain about questions and answers. If you go back through the matches, you can see that. But I don't feel right about how the match ended. It's
You didn't challenge
what it is.
So
Yeah, we didn't because I know the rule. That's what I'm saying.
No, you didn't challenge. It's it sucks. There were some easy points that were left on the table for V Ferrari, and from here to return, it should have just gone with the gut, because that would have been the match. So yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, maybe I should probably take it on myself that I didn't challenge that. Maybe I should have thrown the flag there and seen what happened. So early in the match, you never know it's going to come down to it. The way your match has been going, I should have known it's come down to something like this. But but it just wasn't our night. These guys are both great. Still, I mean, their record's amazing. They're going to be back, and I mean, they're going to be challenging for something here soon. I know. Congratulations to Koho and Cam. They played a great match too. They had a good strategy for round 2, and it worked out for them. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see these guys again soon.
Well, thank you to Legalese. Now we'll go over to our winners tonight. Clash at Demonhead, moving to the finals of the tournament. Clash, how are you feeling?
First of all, I
need to take a blood pressure pill or something like that. I don't. Sudden death is always nerve-wracking and terrifying. I say this as someone who's been there too many times. But
I do actually sincerely want to say thank you, Scott and Ethan, for having me watch Tom McCarthy. Because I really liked Win-Win. Win-Win is one of the best movies I've watched for trivia ever. And you've helped me find another one. It was the same thing with Charlie Kaufman, watching all those. Beller got me to watch freaking Being John Malkovich in adaptation. So every time I play Beller and Scott, they find a way to give me my new favorite movie. So thank you.
I watched The Cobbler.
And you watched The Cobbler. But that was a really good match. They are a very solid team. They were very nerve-wracking to play and prep for. I am very glad that my Green Day flub didn't matter. I knew that in the back of my head somewhere, and I just went, nah, the Nickelback heat was huge in the 2000s and just overrode that.
You calling Nickelback a pop punk band is kind of insulting to the
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even hear the pop punk part of that question, which is a problem. So yeah, my hearing's been off all night, I guess, but that was a good match.
Yeah, before we go, I just kind of want to transition. Your next match will be against either Ginyu Force or Bullets Over Broadway. So no matter what, you're playing someone who was a part of the match tonight. How are you feeling about either of those matchups?
As much fun as it would be to dunk on Pace into his face, I won't. I want to play Bar and Kirk so bad. I have vengeance beef with Kirk, and I have something to prove with Bar. So I want that match more than life. But if we're playing Pace and David, awesome. Ginyu is a very good team. I'm very excited to take on either one.
Yeah, I think no matter who we play, one thing is for sure, and that's that I am apologizing we are all apologizing to the writing team for taking away half of you to play.
Yeah.
For real. I have been riding this tournament on my back. That's okay. I'm used to that. So thank you to Koho and Cam. Mason, the writers just keep coming in.
Yep.
But I think, future matches aside, I thought this match was excellent.
I think that was an incredible match. I think there was a lot of back and forth.
It had a rough round 1, 9 points tied round 1, not necessarily what you want to see, but round 2, both teams killed it, and round 3, both teams killed it. So, that was a good situation. I think this was a great match.
For real, and I think regardless of whether we get Bullets Over Broadway versus Clash or Ginyu Force versus Clash, I think it's going to be a great finals of this tournament.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, thank you to Clash, thank you to Legalese, thank you to Payson, thank you to Kirk. I'm Kaleb Boatman. This has been Multiplex, movie or something.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think alike?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.